Just about set to go here. The drop of the puck, we're underway. Craner trying to feed it ahead to Parker, goes off a skate. Is still bouncing along in the middle, jamming at it. Tommy Ryan takes a whack at it. Craner gets a piece of it. Finally, it comes free to Thompson. Thompson goes to Tayo. Tayo has to circle back. He drops it to Schneider. Over to Thompson at his blue line. Headman goes to Parker into the Canton zone, right back out again. Here's Thompson following it into the Canton zone, trying to slide by the defense. Gets it to Tayo. Good move by Thompson. It goes in the corner. Tayo taken out of the play, steps by a check. Here's Tayo looking in the slot right in front. Parker just missed the pass. Back to the point it goes. Here's Schneider's shot. Through a screen and wide. Around the boards it comes. It's out to center ice, all the way down the ice. They're going to wave the icing off as they ruled Schneider could have played it. Brett comes in behind the Massena net, feeds it ahead, goes off Parker's skates, poke checked into the corner by Schneider. Chris comes back and picks it up for Massena. Here's Parker, headman on Craner's stick. Craner goes to Tayo, out to center ice. Off the boards to Craner in the zone. Here comes Kevin, has it poke checked away, gets it back again, trying to drop it to the point, intercepted by the Golden Bears. Ryan out to center ice to Martin, and he's going to dump it as Canton wants a change. Massena's made a defensive change already as they come out with Adams and Sidden. And the puck's out at center ice. Back into the Massena zone. And it goes in behind the net. Racing for it there is Mike Wallace on the wing for Canton. He and Sidden jam. Coming in to help out is Johnson. It goes back to the point. That's Scotty Leonard. His shot through traffic. Durashi makes a tough save. The puck goes right in the slot. They jam at it. Where is it? It's still in the slot. Finally, it's cleared out to center ice. And here comes Massena. Jeff Johnson. Scott Fauché. He shoots it. It goes in behind the net. Canton actually with a first good chance to score. Puck now in the Canton zone. Scotty Leonard, the defenseman, picks it up, has it poked away. Back to the point, kept in there. It goes in the corner. Canton zone. Back for it. Stevenson trying to get it out of the zone. Kept in at the point. Sidden after it. Sidden drops it to an open wing. It's knocked down. Scott Leonard for Canton. Not out of the... It goes out as Adams took a whack at it and missed it. Comes to the Massena blue line. Johnson. Headman pass for Sidden. It's going to go all the way in. And it's stopped by Carville. It was not a shot on net, however, as both teams making changes here. Puck comes out to center ice. Here come the Golden Bears right back in the Massena zone. Stopped in front of the net by Thompson. Not out of there. Here's a chance. Knocked down in front. Here comes the puck right in front. A shot is wide by the Golden Bears' Pat Martin. The puck comes free along the boards and out to center ice off a stick. In fact, it slides down into the Canton zone. Icing is waved off again, and back to pick it up is Steve Hill, the defenseman. Hill trying to go to Ryan. It comes out to center ice. Massena's Brett Schneider picks it up there. On the backhand, going to Convertini. Bounced away from him. Timmy Thompson from Massena at the blue line. Headman goes to Wiley. Wiley trying to feed Convertini. Poke checked away. Puck comes in the corner. Chris Stevenson, the Canton defenseman, after it. He slides it around the boards for Leaf Hunt. Hunt gets whacked into the boards. Gets it ahead, though, to Stevenson. Stevenson can't clear it. Kept in by Schneider. Schneider can't really get a good whack at it. Hunt picks it up and starts out. Here comes Hunt. He's got Ryan. Here's Hunt across the blue line. A shot. Score! Leaf Hunt beats Durashi on the glove side, and Canton goes ahead 1-0.
Well, at that time, Hunt used Thompson as a screen. Actually, he skated right toward Thompson, and then he let a quick wrist shot go. And I think Thompson sort of screened Bruce Durashi on that shot. Canton goes ahead 1-0. They look like a little different team than they did 10 days ago up in Canton.
No question about it. Jim Tremblay's line coming out. Tremblay with Sanderson and Wallace. And out from Massena, the Kevin Craner line. From what I was told before the game, Canton's pretty much going to be going with 2 lines tonight, as one of their third-line wings forgot his skates. Off the face-off, puck in the Canton zone. Back there is T.J. Frank. Craner bops him and takes the puck away. Back to the point. Adams drive through traffic, deflected into the corner. After it is Parker. Parker, poke checked away. Bouncing puck in the corner. They jam at it. Puck up along the boards. Canton clears it out to center ice. Here come the Golden Bears in the zone, and it's taken away from Wallace by Mike Adams. Adams' headman goes to Craner. Craner circles back into his own end. Canton leading it 1-0. Here comes Kevin Craner. Headman for Parker. Parker got a stick on it, can't control it. Goes to the side of the net. Parker after it. He jams for it along with T.J. Frank. Puck comes free to Tayo. Here's Tayo swiping into the middle. Craner to Parker. Poke checked away. Back to the point. Sidden takes a whack at it. In the corner it goes. And back for it is Scotty Leonard, the Canton defenseman. Leonard picks up the loose puck. Headman pass on the wing. It goes to Wallace. Wallace intercepted by Sidden. Sidden at the red line. Dumps back to the Canton blue line. They jam for it. Pat Tracy out there now. He can't control it. Comes back out to center ice. Tracy. Drop pass. Goes to Adams. Adams headman meant for Fauché. Intercepted. Back to the red line. Mike steps in front of it. Pokes it ahead. and it goes by everybody. Picked up by Tommy Ryan for the Golden Bears. Ryan across the blue line, taken out of the play. Jeff Johnson picking up the loose puck. Here comes Johnson, circling out of his own end. Johnson steps by a check. Headman on the stick of Tracy. Tracy goes ahead to Fauché, ran into Jeff, and falls down, and the puck goes in the corner, picked up by Stevenson. Stevenson's headman knocked down in the circle, comes back down the ice, off a Canton stick. They wave the icing off, and Brett Schneider picks it up in behind the Massena net. Schneider from Massena starts out. Sliding it out to center ice. He still got it. Now he's going to dump it in the Canton zone. In behind the net it goes. Racing for it there. Convertini from Massena drops it back to the point. Thompson can't get the shot off. Goes through to Wiley. Goes by in the corner. And Eric picks it up, trying to center it. Knocked down in front. And the Golden Bears control it. And it's back out to center ice. Into the Massena zone it goes. In the corner. And it's picked up by Wiley. Wiley trying to move it along the boards. He's forechecked. Puck comes free back to the point. Kept in by the Golden Bear, Scott Leonard. In behind the net, they jam at it. Thompson picks up the loose puck. Goes ahead to McCracken. McCracken trying to get Convertini. Back to the point, kept in there. Here's a shot. DeRushy makes the save. Sticks it behind the net for Schneider to McCracken. McCracken circles in behind the net. It's tied up in the corner, and the whistle sounds. So far, Canton with a better part of play here.
Right, as I say, Canton looks a much improved club than when we saw them up in Canton. Of course, they've gone ahead on a goal by Leith Hunt as he beat Bruce DeRushy on a wrist shot from about 20 feet out.
Okay. We've got the Martin line against the Craner line. Off the pace, puck in the circle. After it is Tayo, circling back now. Steps by a check as it poked away, gets it back again. Still in the Massena zone. He's going to slide it around behind the net. Parker after it, trying to feed it up along the boards, jamming for it. Craner, he can't control it. It comes to Ryan. Ryan center back to the point. Here's the drive and a field goal shot high over the net. Pat Martin after it. His centering pass in the slot. Hunt shot. Knocked down. Here comes Adams. Adams headman on the stick of Tayo. Massena clears it. Tayo can't control. Comes back to the red line. Craner after there. Tayo takes a whack at it. Craner picks it up. Here's Craner across the blue line. Sliding for Parker. His shot. Good save by Tim Carville. Puck around the boards. Massena's first good chance there. Here comes Kevin Craner in the corner. Centering pass. Parker right on. Save by Carville. Massena with a flurry and a couple of good shots, but a couple of good saves by Carville. It's still 1-0 Canton.
Well, with 40 minutes elapsed, 6 minutes 40 seconds. That's really the first two shots Massena's had on net, Jerry. Massena having a tough time, a slow time, getting started against the Canton Golden Bears.
It'll be the Tracy line against the Tremblay line again. Tracy, Fauché, and Johnson. Tremblay, Sanderson, and Wallace for Canton. Off the face, back to the point. Schneider shot through traffic. Save made by Carville. Puck swept around the board by the defense as Canton tries to clear, but Thompson pokes it back in behind the net. Tracy throws a check. Now Fauché. Fauché picks up the loose puck. Circles back to the point. Thompson shot on the fly, knocked down. Puck comes free, and the Golden Bears clear it out to center ice. Here comes Wallace. His shot from center ice goes wide, bounces back to the blue line. Back in the corner, Thompson picks it up from Massena. We have a whistle, and there's going to be a penalty, I believe. Or perhaps just there's a Canton man down on the ice. Maybe that's why the whistle blew.
I think so. I think Sanderson, left wing for Canton, down on the ice. He hit the boards rather heavily and laying on the ice right now.
Off the face, it comes to Johnson for Massena. Steps by a check. Here's Johnson. He's going to dump it. Puck around the boards into the corner. Tracy pinching in. Leaves it for the blue line man. And they jam for it there. Tracy gets a piece of it. It comes free. Johnson takes a whack. It comes to Fauché. Fauché steps by a check. Takes it in front. Good poke check by Carville. Broke it up. Controlled by Johnson. Trying to drop it through the middle. But the puck is out to center ice. It slides past Thompson into the Massena zone. Stopped by DeRushy. Leaves it for Thompson. Thompson over on the other side. They jam for it. Brett Schneider having a problem with it. Fauché throws a check, though. Schneider picks it up. Goes off a leg. Comes to Thompson. Thompson can't find the handle. It's back to the blue line and kept in there by Leith Hunt. In behind the Massena net again. Schneider starts out for the Red Raiders. Headman pass intercepted, and it's right back in, well, it's right back up on the stands. It bounced back on the ice, but the whistle blows it dead, and the faceoff will come outside Massena territory as the Convertini line steps over the boards for Massena. Canton leading 1-0.
And again, I think, as we've seen in previous games, Massena having a little trouble coming out of their own end, Jerry.
Thought they had gotten over that, but
I thought so too.
It's back again. Off the faceoff. Puck dumped into the Massena end. Back after it is Chris Sidden. Sidden over to Adams. Goes by him. It's picked up by Canton. Deflected just wide. They have another opportunity. Now Wiley trying to clear the zone. He does. Feeding ahead for Convertini. Poked away. Wiley follows Convertini. And Convertini tries to feed Wiley a little bit too far ahead. It's in behind the net. Now McCracken gets checked out of the play. The puck to the blue line. Bumped down the ice by Canton. I think that's going to be our first icing call of the game. And move the faceoff back into Canton territory. 6:31 left in this first period. Canton leading 1-0.
A number of icings have been waved off, but this time it was not waved off. It was an obvious icing. So Canton called for the icing call. The faceoff will be back in the Canton end to the right of Tim Carville of Canton. He has not been a very busy boy in the nets. Massena not only having, I got 3 shots on net so far in the first period.
Okay, we've got the Martin line back out, which means Craner's line comes out. Now is Canton going to make a change here? No, they're going to stay out there with the Pat Martin line. 6:31 left. First period, 1-0 Canton. We're at the Massena Arena. Massena with just a couple of league games left after this one. They'll play Watertown here and Norwood Norfolk up there. Understand the Flyers are in dire straits. Dougie Levine, their best defenseman, is injured. And they lost a couple of kids to grades. So they're in tough shape right now. Face off right side. In Canton territory. Off the face. Comes back to Tile. Backhander. Carville kicks it in the corner. Craner picks it up there. Craner trying to center it. Oh, Tile almost got a piece of the rebound as Carville actually had to make a save. It comes free right in front. Here's Parker. Shot, save, and a big one as Chris Parker came in all by himself after a beautiful feed from Kevin Craner. And Carville stayed with it and made a big save.
That was the best chance Massena's had here in the first period, as Craner saw Parker all alone in front, and it was strictly a one-on-one. It was
Parker and the goalie.
Parker and Carville, but Carville turned out to be the winner on that as he stopped the shot by Chris Parker. Face off again, Canton end.
Of course, Parker was the hero last week against Plattsburgh, both goals. Off the face, puck goes in the corner. Canton picking it up on the defense and dumping it to center ice. Schneider is there to feed to Thompson. Thompson back to Schneider. Schneider kind of overskated it. The Canton Golden Bears pick it up. Thompson takes a whack at it. Comes to the blue line. Ryan. Here's Ryan's shot. Bounces back of the net. Massena defense. Schneider picks it up. Feeds it ahead for Parker. Parker trying to dump it, but it goes back in the corner off a Canton stick. Now Thompson over on the other side. Schneider along the boards. Tayo. Canton pinching in and causing Massena some problems here. Tayo goes over to Thompson. Thompson, headman all the way out to center ice into the Canton blue line, and it's controlled by Chris Stevenson. Stevenson, headman. Pat Martin breaks in. Centering pass right in front goes on to Rushy. Actually, that went off Sidden's stick, and DeRushy has to make a save, and the faceoff will come in Massena territory with 5.5 left in the first period, and the score 1-0 for Canton.
Massena passing off, I think, tonight. A lot of errant passes, just ahead of the man and back of the man. Not sharp at all here in the first period.
We have noticed that a little bit. That happened a lot in the Plattsburgh game, too. Off the faceoff, puck in the circle. Canton trying to keep it in. Johnson throws a check. The bouncing puck is out to center ice. Controlled by the Canton D, right back in the Massena zone. In behind the net, DeRushy stops it, leaves it for Mike Adams. Adams comes out left side. Headman pass to Tracy. He can't handle it. Comes back to Sidden, and he steps by the defense out to center ice. Headman, Fauché. Fauché following it into the corner. Goes into the corner with T.J. Frank. Jamming for it there. The puck slides free. Golden Bears dump it down the ice again, and that'll be another icing call against Canton, and that'll move the faceoff back in Golden Bear territory. 4:56 left, first period. 1-0 Canton at the Massena Arena.
Convertini line comes out for Massena. It'll be Eric Wiley on the left wing and Scotty McCracken on the right wing. Jeff Bigelow out tonight with an injury.
Convertini will face it off against Pat Martin. Face off left side. Off the draw. Puck goes in the corner. Controlled by Scotty Leonard around the boards for Hunt. Hunt pokes it, doesn't get it out. Convertini takes a whack at it. And where is it? It's up on the puck board. And it's tied up there, and we'll have a face-off. And that'll be just, I believe, just inside Canton territory is where they'll draw. And again, Martin will go against Convertini. Off the face, puck poked in the corner by Convertini. Back for it is Scott Leonard. Leonard bangs it around the boards. McCracken picks up the loose puck. Here's Scotty with it in the corner, trying to get back to the point, but it's intercepted by Martin. Headman to Ryan. Here comes Ryan, and Schneider steals the puck and pokes it back out. Leith Hunt picking it up, taken away from him by Convertini. Convertini, oh, nice move across the blue line, but he fell down. Puck in the corner. Wiley after it. Ridden into the boards, gets back up again, goes after it. Wiley trying to kick it ahead. They jam for it. Puck comes free, picked up by the Golden Bears. Not out of there. Sidden keeps it in. Nice play. Sidden stepping, goes to Convertini in the corner. Convertini bangs it off the boards behind the net. Ryan after. There's going to be a penalty, and it's going to go against Canton as is that Wiley got railed from behind, either he or McCracken. I guess McCracken got railed from behind, and Canton picks up the first penalty of the game. Massena will go on the power play. Let's see who gets the gate there. That's going to be defenseman Steve Hill. It was penalty problems that plagued Canton early in that game over there, Reg. We'll see if the Raiders can come up with a power play here to equalize things. Grader coming out, along with Parker and Tayo, Sidden, and Adams. We've got Ryan out there, and Leith Hunt. Also Chris Stevenson. I think that's Leonard. No, that isn't. That's TJ Frank. Off the face-off, puck in behind the net. Frank trying to tie it up. Tayo sticks him into the corner. They jam for it. It comes to Parker at the 45, right side of the goalie. Parker drops it to Sidden. Sidden, the shot. Nice save by Carvel. He looked behind him, but he had it.
Good shot from the left point. Sidden really rattled that one, I'll tell you. Nice low shot from the left point. But that time, Carvel had it covered all the way. Massena on the power play. In that previous game, Massena had 4 power play goals. They need one here in the first period right now.
3:47 left. Canton still leading 1-0. Off the face-off, Parker drops it back to the point to Craner. Craner to Sidden. Sidden has it poked away, tries to slide it through the middle. It's intercepted, doesn't get out of there. Finally, the Golden Bears clear it. It goes down the ice and in behind the ice on the net. Massena end. Leith Hunt picking it up for Canton, trying to center it. Ryan the shot. Ooh, DeRuschi with a big save. Massena not playing too well in their own end right there. Ryan steals the puck again, slides it back to Hunt at the point. His shot, DeRuschi makes the save. Steers it behind the net for Sidden. Chris feeding it ahead for Tayo. Tayo drops to Craner. Craner's headman to Parker. Parker gets by a check. Here comes Parker into the Canton zone. Drop pass to Adams. Mike takes it in the corner now. Right in front, the shot. Nice save, the rebound. Another nice save, and Carvel holds on.
That time Adams went in from the right point position. Nobody picked him up. He just skated right in, took the shot. Save was made by Carvel and gave up the rebound. And Chris Parker picked up the rebound, shot it right at the chest of Carvel. Carvel coming up with 2 big saves on the power play. Massena's power play got 26 seconds left in the penalty to Canton's Hill. Face-off will be in the Canton zone. Canton leads 1-0.
Pat Tracy's line coming out from Massena now. Off the face-off, whistle blows. Canton apparently wants to make a change here. Well, they got somebody out there. As Martin's going to come off. And I think that's Jim Trombley out there to take the face-off. Off the face-off, puck all the way out to center ice. Comes to Thompson. Thompson to Schneider. Schneider, headman to Johnson. They jam at it. Comes back to Schneider. Schneider trying to drop it to an open wing. Puck across the blue line, back out again. Massena has to get back on sides. It comes to Tracy. Tracy, Johnson. Johnson circles. Across the blue line, trying to split the defense. It's knocked away and back out to center ice. Penalty is up, and Massena nothing on the power play. Couple of good chances, but to no avail. Puck comes into the Massena or the Canton zone. We have a whistle as the penalty box popped open. And so we'll have a face-off. 2:25 left. First period, Canton leading Massena 1-0. This is the Golden Bear team that played Ogdensburg last week.
I believe so. It certainly isn't the one that played Massena 10 days ago.
No. Tracy will face it off against Martin, I should say. And it comes back in the Massena end. Thompson over to Schneider. Schneider headman on the stick of Tracy, and he fell down. Puck poked away, jamming for it. Fauché got a piece of it, goes in behind the net. Tommy Ryan's there to center. Here's a shot right across the goal mouth by Martin. A good opportunity for Canton. As again, Massena with a problem clearing the zone. Here's a shot deflected right on. DeRushy makes a save and holds on.
I'll tell you, that was a tough one right there. See, Tom Ryan, I think, was in front and deflected that puck right on to Bruce DeRushy, and Bruce DeRushy had to be pretty sharp making that save against Canton. The face-off now in the Massena end. It's down to 2 minutes to go, first period.
We've got Convertini's line back out from Massena. Convertini, Wiley, and McCracken. The Pat Martin line stays out there for Canton. They've been out there a lot this first period. Off the face-off, puck sitting in the circle. Wiley brings it out of the zone. Here comes Eric, racing down the sideline, taking in the boards, goes after it. Can't control it. Convertini keeps it in, but it's dumped out to center ice. Here comes Ryan. He's got a step, but Adams takes him out of the play. Siddon picks up the puck. Mike did a good job that time, as actually Ryan had a half a step on him, but he went for the body. And the puck comes out to center ice. Scotty McCracken with it, trying to dump it ahead, taken away, and back comes Leaf Hunt again, and he's just going to dump it in the Massena zone. Comes to Siddon. Siddon steps by a check. Wiley, ahead it goes to Convertini. Convertini to Siddon. Siddon breaks. Here comes a 3-on-1 for Massena, but offsides will be the call, as I think Tony Convertini a little bit ahead of the play.
Convertini not watching Siddon on that. He had a half a step. It was almost a 3-on-1 break. Your wings have got to watch the man going down the center with the puck.
Face off outside as the Craner line steps over the boards again. And coming out will be Tremblay's line. Off the face. Schneider dumps the Canton zone. Back out to center ice. Craner waits for his wings, takes it in right side, feeds Tayo in the middle. The backhander knocked down on the defense. Puck sits in the circle. Parker, shot, save. The rebound. Tayo in behind the net, has it taken away. Canton along the boards. Thompson pinches in, has it knocked down. The puck controlled by Parker. Now it's out to center ice. Here comes Canton, and the shot, a riser, is gloved, or actually deflected by DeRushy up into the wall. That shot taken by Mike Wallace.
And we got a penalty.
And it's going to go against Massena as Chris Parker gets a holding call. So Parker goes off for holding, and Canton now gets a power play with just 52 seconds left in the period. The Golden Bears are leading Massena 1-0. So we've got Johnson out there, along with Fauché, Siddon, and Adams. Off the faceoff, puck in the circle, controlled by Hunt. His shot, save made by DeRushy. Not a hard shot, but a good one. Back to the point it comes. Here's TJ Frank, deflected right in front. Siddon gets knocked down, gets up, takes a whack at it, steers it in the corner, gets up again, bangs it along the boards, kept in at the point. Here comes Leaf Hunt, trying to dump it, taken away from him. They jam for it. Hunt still got it, looking for somebody to pass to, goes back to the point. Here's a shot through traffic, knocked down. Here's a rebound, they score again. Tommy Ryan on the power play, and it's 2-0 Canton. As that wasn't really a shot on net, as it went off a Massena defenseman's skate right on Ryan's stick, and he beat DeRushy in the corner, and the Golden Bears come up with a power play goal. It's 2-0 Canton. .22 seconds left in the first period. Tremblay's line out there. We've got Mark Martin playing one wing, and Mike Wallace on the other wing. Johnson, headman to Tracy. Tracy gets railed. The puck comes free into the corner. Fauché after it. Now Johnson, poked away, comes to Tracy. His shot, knocked down, goes wide. 8 seconds. Hard check. We're going to have a penalty. Going to be a high sticking call against, I believe, Jeff Johnson. And Canton will go on the power play again with 6 seconds left in the period. Denny Allen right on top of things to call that one. And Johnson gets the gate. And Canton goes on the power play. 6 seconds left in the period. The Golden Bears leading it 2-0. Pat Martin out there to take the face-off. Off the draw. Puck bounces just inside the blue line. 2 seconds, 1 second. That'll take care of the period. So the Golden Bears will go to the locker room with a 2-goal lead. And we've got the Pat Martin line off the face. Leaf Hunt with it. Has a little problem controlling it. Comes back. Drops it back on the defense to Chris Stevenson. Stevenson to TJ Frank. He dumps it in the Massena zone. Schneider picks it up there. Has it poke checked away. It comes to Martin. Martin now dropping it to Hunt. Hunt circling. Back to the point it goes. Here's Stevenson. Stevenson moving to Hunt. Hunt on the right side at the 45. Hunt back to the point. Stevenson shot deflected, and it goes wide. The bouncing puck sticked in behind the net by the goaltender Derushi. Picked up by Canton. They try to center it. Comes right on. Derushi makes the save and dives on it. As Leaf Hunt pretty well tied up that time by Pat Tracy, but he did get a shot off, and Derushi had to make a save. 45 seconds left in the Canton man advantage, and Massena will make some penalty-killing changes as Tayo comes out. And Fauché, will stay out there. Sidden and Schneider. Pat Martin again will take the face-off, this time against Jeff Tayo. Massena zone right side. Off the draw, puck in the circle. Here's Hunt, can't get the shot off, and Sidden picks up the puck and dumps it down the ice. And I think that was Fauché who made a good play that time.
Right, Fauché tied Hunt up well.
Because he would have had a good opportunity. 30 seconds in the man advantage. Here's Hunt. Has it poke checked away by Tayo. Comes back in his own end. Hunt breaks his stick. Has to come over to the bench for a new one. As Tayo steals the puck. Dumps it into the Canton zone. 20 seconds left in the man advantage. TJ Frank with it. Headman down the ice. That'll be... No, they wave off the icing. And it's stopped behind the net by Derushi. Here's Schneider banging at it. And it goes down the ice again. And that'll just about take care of the penalty right there as the seconds tick off and Massena gets a man back right now. And we're skating 5-on-5. Here come the Golden Bears out to center ice. Tayo steals the puck, trying to backhand it, but it's dumped by Canton into the Massena zone. Around the boards it goes. Tommy Ryan bangs it in behind the net up on the puck board. Schneider picks it up. Backhand goes to Tayo. Jeff starts out, slides it to center ice. Comes free. Craner looking for the loose puck. He can't come up with it. Sprawling is Parker to knock it down. Now Craner gets railed, and the puck comes back to the Massena blue line. Craner up again, overskates it. Canton comes back the other way. And we have a whistle, and there's going to be a penalty on who?
Canton, I think, on an interference call.
Pat Martin,
to Martin.
A couple of shots happened before that, and I think this was a retaliation by Martin. And usually that's the one they see, the retaliation. So Massena will go on the power play here, trailing 2-0. 13:03 left to go in the second period. That first period flew by, didn't it?
It certainly did. Massena's on the power play. They had one in the first period, unable to capitalize. Now are on their second power play.
Still a broken stick down there in the corner, and that's what that little buzzer sounded for. Martin getting the interference call. So Craner out there with Tayo and Parker on the power play. It comes to Sidden. Sidden over to Adams. Adams takes it out to center ice. Ahead to Craner. Craner steps by a check across the blue line. Here comes Kevin breaking in right side. Stops. Sets it up. Here's Craner in the slot. Backhander. Save. The rebound comes to Parker. He can't get a shot out. Takes it behind the net. Here's Parker with it. Back to the point. Chris Sidden with it. Sidden having a little trouble handling it. Has it poked away, gets it back. Goes to Craner. Craner loses it. Poked away, gets it back again. Here's Craner taking it into the corner. Drops it to Tayo. Tayo taken into the boards. Puck stolen away. Back to the blue line. Sidden can't. No, he can't keep it in. It's out to center ice. Goes to Craner from Sidden. Here's Craner dropping it back to Sidden. Sidden across the blue line to Tayo. Tayo in the corner. In behind the net, circling, goes to Parker. Parker's got it, looking for Craner in front. Craner can't get the shot off. Tayo does, and I think the save was made or it was knocked down by the defense. Here's Tayo feeding it around the boards. It comes to Wallace. He can't control Adams. Adams poke checked away, and it comes out to center ice. And Craner has to come back after it. Craner picking up the loose puck. Here's Kevin, poke checked away by Ryan, but following up is Sidden. Here's Sidden, down the left side, slides it through to Tayo. Tayo in the slot, goes to Parker, shot, that's Johnson rather, and the save is made, and the net's off its moorings. And we'll have a face-off with 4
good
seconds
chance
left.
there as Parker went in the right-hand side. Tayo going down the slot, slid the puck over to Parker, took the shot. But as he did, Tim Carver slid over to the left, blocking that side of the net, not giving Parker really anything to shoot at. But it's probably the best chance Massena's had on that power play. We're down to 4 seconds in the penalty to Canton's Martin.
Tracy takes the face-off back to the point. Thompson, shot knocked down in front, deflected, and Carvel jumps on it. Wasn't really a shot, but that'll run out the penalty, and Martin comes back out on the ice. 11:31 left, second period. Still 2-0 Canton. Face-off will be to the left side in Canton territory. Tracy will draw against Martin. Off the face-off, back to the point. Thompson a whack at it. Knocked down. It comes to Fauché, poked away. Here's Leaf Hunt with it. Hunt across the blue line. Taken into the boards, but Ryan follows up. He's taken into the boards. Johnson picks up the loose puck. Jeffrey with a puck now, starts out for Massena. Johnson bangs it off the boards to center ice and gets railed, and it comes right back to the Massena blue line. Thompson with it, delay offsides on Canton, but it's back out again. Back in again across the blue line. Ryan racing for it, poked away from him. Comes back, Johnson, can't control it, back to the point. Here's a bouncing puck, picked up there by Chris Stevenson, sliding in front, the shot, score! That's Tommy Ryan, his second goal of the game. Stevenson will pick up the assist, and it's 3-0 Canton.
Well, Ryan really came in all alone on that left side. Nobody picked him up, Jerry. It was just between he and Bruce DeRushy, and he, little backhand, he flicked it up over the shoulder of DeRushy into the top corner of the net. Canton goes ahead, 3-0 now. Massena's got a little bigger hole that they're in.
The hole's starting to look like a cavern, Rich. So Canton gets their third goal here. And the Convertini line out for Massena. Off the face-off, dump back to the Massena blue line. It comes to Sidden. Sidden in his own end. Feeding it over to Adams. Adams has it poked away. Puck in the corner. Now Wiley. Wiley trying to bang it out. And he can't get it out of the zone. Kept in by Leonard. Leonard centers it, but the puck is knocked down by Adams. Adams ahead to McCracken. McCracken feeds Convertini. Convertini just got railed that time by defenseman T.J. Frank. Puck in the corner. Wiley after it. Can't control. Comes back to the blue line. Adams keeps it in. Mike centering. Comes right in front. Here's Convertini. Shot. And a save by Carvel. Convertini all by himself. And he missed it. When things go bad, they go bad in bunches, don't they?
Well, not only they go bad, but then when a team gets a little bit of a lead, the goalie always seems to get a little stronger.
Yeah.
Makes it tougher on the team that's behind. Right now, Massena's the team behind, 3-0.
Wow. Big chance for Massena to get one. Goes for naught. Back to the point now. Sidden bangs it in the corner. Craner throws a check. Puck still free. They jam for it. Ryan picks up the loose puck. Bangs it back out to center ice. Adams with it from Massena. Steps by a check. Slides it ahead for Craner. Craner to Tayo. Tayo trying to slide it through. It's knocked down to the blue line. Here's a quick shot taken by Sidden. Around on the other side. Craner again in the corner. Here's Kevin right in front. Tayo shot, score!
There we go. Nice play by Kevin Craner. Coming into the left side, he spotted Tayo in front of the net. Tayo had positioned himself perfectly, facing where Craner was skating. Craner put it right on the stick of Tayo. Tayo, it just hit Tayo's stick, and it just on the same motion in the net, the shot. Massena goes on the scoreboard. Finally, it's now 3-1.
So again, the two-goal advantage for Canton. Craner's line stays out there against the Martin line. 3-1 now, as Massena finally gets a goal here. And the puck goes into the Massena zone off the face-off. Sidden after it, in behind the net. Trying to feed it through. Parker slides it along the boards. Picked up by Canton. Shot right on. Save made, and DeRushy holds on. A little pushing and shoving going on in front of the net. But Bruce DeRushy stood his ground and made the save. And the face-off will come in Massena territory. The Raiders still having trouble clearing their own end. They're not making the good passes tonight. Now both teams making a change here as the Tracy line comes out. And it's going to be the Tremblay line. Tremblay out there with Martin and Wallace. Off the face. Puck out to center ice. Johnson after it. It's dumped back in again. Delay offsides called on Canton. They tag it up. And it's in behind the Massena net. Here's Sidden with it. Around to Adams. Adams headman on the stick of Tracy. Tracy tries to steer it ahead. Dump back to the Massena blue line. Adams starts it out. He's going to lug it himself. Poke checked away. Tracy picks it up. Again, here's Tracy. Trying to go on the wing. Goes by Johnson. Right in on Carville. He's going to bounce on it, and he can't control it. The puck goes in the corner, but the Golden Bears pick it up. And it comes out to center ice. Here comes Canton, a possible 2-on-1. Adams with a sweep check. Breaks it up. Good play by Michael. And the puck comes in the zone. We have an offsides called on Canton. And another player down. This time it's Mike Wallace getting up slowly. Canton leading 3-1. 8:50 left to go here in period number 2. Wallace is up. He's okay. And the faceoff will come just outside Massena territory. Massena back out with the Convertini line. Convertini out there with McCracken and Wiley. And it's going to be Pat Martin's line back out for Canton. Off the faceoff. Ryan, oh boy, he got railed. Got the puck in the zone, but it's picked up by Schneider. Schneider dumps, oops, goes up in the Massena bench. And the faceoff will come back in Massena's half of center ice, I believe. Nope, they're going to spot it just outside the Canton zone. 8:40 left, 3-1 Canton. Convertini against Martin. Off the face, puck goes back in the Massena zone. Canton winning the faceoffs pretty well here. Over to Thompson. Thompson going back to Schneider. Schneider, headman, out to center ice. Here comes Convertini racing for it. He's got a partial breakaway, but it's swept away. And the puck comes to Wiley. Wiley taken away from him. Ryan brings it out to center ice. Convertini now picking it up again, dropping to Schneider. Schneider crosses, dumps it to the Canton blue line. Ryan picks it up, slides it to the Massena blue line. Schneider feeding it ahead for Wiley. Wiley racing for it. He and Leonard after it. Puck comes to Convertini. Convertini gets taken into the boards. McCracken after it in the corner. He can't control. And the puck goes out to the blue line and out to center ice. Here comes Canton's Tommy Ryan. Ryan taken into the boards by Parker. And the puck picked up by Sidden. Here comes Sidden. Lugging to center ice. Knocked down. Puck back in there. Here comes Canton with an opportunity. Backhander shot. Score! No goal. There's a penalty on Canton. So obviously they can't score.
Yeah, there's a break for Massena.
Big break.
Big break. The Massena defenseman trying to come out all by himself, like a 1-on-3, coughed up the puck. Canton scored, but however, a penalty had been called on Canton. There's a big break for Massena right there.
And, you know, it's hard to believe that, Canton would get an interference call. But what happened was it happened back near the blue line, and the play developed after that. The penalty had been called. Canton touched the puck, came in and scored, but it was already dead. So that goal called back, and that's Tommy Ryan getting the gate for interference. So Massena goes on the power play, and that's a break. Here comes Craner, has it taken away. Puck sitting down, goes to the Massena blue line. Adams is there. Mike with a puck now, goes to Tayo. Tayo starts back. Jeffrey into the zone now, loses it. Puck controlled by the Golden Bears. They dump it down the ice. And it comes to Sidden. Sidden swipes it around for Adams. And we have a whistle. Interference call on Craner. That'll even things up here. Is that a hit from behind? They call a hit from behind. No interference. So that'll even things up. We'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders. Martin's back out there for Canton along with Hunt, TJ Frank, and Scott Leonard. For Massena Johnson to take the faceoff. Off the faceoff, here's a quick shot by Martin. Oh, the light came on, but it wasn't even close as the save was made by DeRushy. Martin again after it. Fauché takes it away, starts out. Here's Fauché, head man to Johnson. Johnson lets it go by and follows it. Here comes Johnson in the zone. The shot just wide. Puck goes around the boards all the way back to center ice. Comes to Brett Schneider. Schneider drops it for Siddon. Siddon goes back to Schneider. Poke checked away from him. Back in the Massena zone by Pat Martin. Here's Siddon with it. Starting out. Headman pass. Johnson. Johnson lugs it ahead for Fauché. Fauché in on the right side. Here comes Fauché stepping by a check. Puck bounces away. Back to the blue line. We're down to 20 seconds in the Canton penalty. Adams keeps it in. Feeds it back into the corner. Back there to pick it up is TJ Frank. Frank gets by a Fauché check and starts out. Here's Frank, just a headman, a little easy headman to Martin. Picked away from him by Siddon. Siddon whacks at it, goes back in the Canton zone. Frank after it. Frank dumping it ahead, out to center ice. Canton gets a man back, and they're on the power play for 20 seconds. DeRushy leaves it for Adams. Adams feeds it around the boards, comes back to the point, kept in there. Knocked down by Fauché, though, and he dumps it down the ice. WMSA, Massena, New York. 10 seconds left in the Canton man advantage. 3-1. Golden Bears lead it. Out to center ice. Here comes Mike Wallace. Wallace just dumps it in the Massena zone. Penalty is up. Thompson feeding for Adams. Adams poke checked away. Bouncing puck to the top of the cage. Thompson picking it up. Moving along the boards. Here's a shot. Knocked down in front. Wallace after. Can't control. Craner. Here comes Kevin Craner breaking by the defense. Here comes Craner all by himself. The shot. No, it's a save. And a big save there by Carville. Back in front of the net, we have a whistle and a hooking call on somebody. I think that's against Canton. Kevin Craner, how often does he go in all by himself and not score?
Craner put a good move on the Canton defense and left him standing there just watching the blue line and went in all alone on Carville. But this time, Carville made the save on Craner. Now it's a penalty. 2 Canton. Massena will go on a power play.
Martin's in the box for hooking. And the Craner line back out. Important power play here for Massena. Siddon coming out with Adams. And we've got Leaf Hunt out there. I imagine Pat Martin's out there as well. Craner will take the faceoff against Martin. Off the draw. Comes to Johnson. His shot right on the save made by Carville. Oh, we got Johnson on the wing in this power play. Johnson and Parker. .5:20 left, second period, 3-1 Canton. Face off again, off the draw, back to Siddon at the point. Siddon winds, a shot knocked down in the corner, goes to Johnson. He can't control, it slides right on, and the save is made. And Johnson got railed. And we'll have a face-off. I think they're going to move the face-off outside. Apparently they ruled a man in the crease, perhaps.
Johnson not very happy on that. I think you're looking for a penalty, and I think a penalty should have been called on that one.
That was definitely after the whistle. He got railed. But they let that one slide by. So the face-off moves outside. Off the face-off, it comes to Johnson. He backhands it in the corner. Racing for it is TJ Frank. Frank lifting it along the glass. Ryan takes a whack at it, missed it. Puck comes in the corner. After it is Adams feeding to Parker. Parker behind the net, looking to tie it up, and we have a whistle, and we'll have a face-off in the Canton zone. We're down to 1:03 in the power play, 4:56 in the period. It's still 3-1 for Canton. Face-off to the left. Again, Martin will draw against Craner. Off the face. Craner, the shot, just wide. Tile picks up the rebound in the corner. Here's Tile. Dropping it back to Chris Siddon. Siddon fakes the shot, goes to Tile in the corner. Tile trying to go back to the point to Craner. Craner steps by a check. Into the corner he goes. Kevin Craner with a puck now. In behind the net. Here's Craner, quick short side shot. And it's knocked down. It comes to Tile. Tile in behind the net. Moving it around. Trying to move it. Still Tile. Right in the slot. Craner can't find the handle. Puck comes free, goes to Tile. Tile circles the shot. I think he scored. Parker gets a shot. No, he didn't score.
I think it went off the post.
Okay.
The light came on, but it went off the post.
Okay. Parker trying to tie it up. Puck squirts free. Goes to Tayo. We're down 18 seconds in the power play. Tayo trying to center it. He gets knocked away, gets it back again, goes to Craner, back to Siddon. Siddon, the drive through traffic, save! And the puck goes in behind the net. There's a big pileup of players, and Canton clears it. Massena did everything but score that time. And the puck around the board. Schneider backhands it out to center ice. Penalty is up, and we're back to full strength. The shot from center ice, save made by DeRushy. Tayo picks up the loose puck. Here's Tayo now. Out to center ice on the stick of Tracy. He overskates it, picks it up, bangs it off the boards. Meant for Johnson, knocked down. Johnson controlling it, goes to Tracy in the corner. Tracy now trying to move it back, taken away. Comes back to the blue line, out to center ice. Tracy picking it up again. Circling to Johnson, poked away from him. And it comes to the Massena blue line. Canton dumps it in the corner. Here comes the head man, the Tracy. Tracy can't clear the zone. Now it comes out to center ice. And the pass is off again, and it comes to Mike Wallace. Wallace just dumps it. It's going to be right on. DeRushy has to make a save and leave for Sidden. Sidden backhands it around for Mike Adams. Up to Fauché. Fauché gets tied up. Puck still in the Massena zone. Puck comes in behind the net. They jam for it. Puck free right in front. Here's a shot by Wallace off the net. I think he was surprised to come up with that puck. Puck in behind. They jam for it. Finally, it's picked up by Sidden. Sidden starts it out to center ice. Sidden, headman, goes to Fauché, by him, knocked down in front, picked up by Wallace. Wallace dumps to an open wing. Chris Sidden picking it up from Massena. Sidden drops it to Adams. Adams, the headman, on the stick of Convertini, right on the deflection, and Carvel has to cover up and hold it for the save. And we're down to 2.5 left in the period, still 3-1. Massena buzzing in that power play, but they came up empty.
Massena did have a good power play that time, and Jeff Tayo really played well on the power play, rattled one right off the post. The light did come on, but just for a second, and it definitely did not go in. It was off the post.
I saw the light come on.
So did I.
I said, did that go in? Off the face-off, puck in behind Canton zone. They got the Martin line back out there. Trying to move it off. It comes out to center ice. Thompson at his own blue line. Waits, goes ahead. Puck stolen away. Here comes Hunt, taken out of the play, gets a shot off anyway. And DeRushy has to make the save. Massena sloppy in their own end. Almost gave Canton another goal there.
Well, Convertini came back well and covering up in his own zone. Almost saved a goal on that play.
Martin against Convertini off the face. Ryan shot. The rebound shot. Another save as Martin got a couple of good shots off. Puck along the boards. Bruce DeRushy big there. It comes to Hunt. Taken out of the play. Puck comes free. Wiley can't control it. They jam for it. Here's Ryan. The shot knocked down by DeRushy. Ooh. And it's picked up by Wiley. Wiley slides it out to center ice. Dumped right back in again. Delay offsides. Now they're going to call the offsides. And the faceoff will come outside of the Massena zone. And the Raiders will come back with the Kevin Craner line. A little bit of a mismatch, the Martin line against Convertini line.
Well, especially when the puck is in Massena's zone. I think in the opposite zone, I think the Convertini line does a good job keeping it in the opposition line. When their own line against the Martin line, it's a little bit of a mismatch.
Comes to Tayo, to Adams to Sidden. Sidden had a little trouble finding the puck, comes back behind his own net. Over to Adams. Adams loses it. They jam for it, and the puck picked up by Craner. Here comes Craner starting out. Headman, he hits Parker. It went off his stick, and Carvel steers it out of danger. Now Tayo steps in front of it. Gets by one, gets by two. Here's Tayo in behind the net, looking for somebody to pass it to. Stops, goes to Craner, deflected. Wide of the net. Now Craner trying to center it, but jumping on top of it is Tim Carvel, and he holds on to it. With 1:18 left to go here in period number 2, it's still 3-1 Canton. Right back out there, the Martin line. That second line didn't stay out very long.
Well, they haven't been. Ed Martin, Ryan, and Hunt line for Canton, seeing most of the ice time for the Canton Golden Bears.
Craner will face it off against Martin. Face off in the Canton zone. Schneider and Thompson come out to play the points for Massena. Off the draw. Puck comes in behind the net. Chris Stevenson with it. Stevenson up on the 45. And out to center ice it comes. Knocked down there by Thompson, and it's Tayo with it. Tayo drops it to Schneider. Schneider feeding it ahead out to center ice. Craner comes after it, can't come up with it. Puck comes free. Tayo racing for it. In the corner, he's got Parker, can't get it to him in front. Parker was wide open. Canton comes back the other way. Here comes Leaf Hunt, dumping it in the Massena zone. The bouncing shot goes right on. Thompson leaves it behind the net for Schneider. Schneider starts out. Headman on the stick of Tayo. Here comes Tayo feeding Parker on the right wing. Parker breaks by the defense. Parker slides it right on. Carville to save the puck sitting there. They score! I think Tayo got it laying down.
I believe so. They came in on the right side. Parker came in on the right side after getting a pass from Tayo, and Carville had to save May, but somehow it slid from beneath him, laying in there, and I think Tayo picked up the goal.
Laying down.
I'll tell you, a big goal from the Massena Red Raiders. That makes it Canton 3, Massena 2 with only 36 seconds left in the second period.
That was a big goal
for Massena.
We'll wait on the official, but I think Jeff Tayo will get it. Martin's line stays out there. The Tracy line from Massena. Here comes Fauché. Dumps it in the zone. Goes in behind the net. Racing for it there is T.J. Frank. Oh, taken out of the play by Johnson. Johnson and Ryan jam for it. Puck comes back to the blue line. Johnson after takes a whack at it. Can't control. Adams dumps in the zone. Back out again. Comes to center ice. To the Massena blue line. A sprawling poke check. Breaking it up there. And Chris Sidden picks up the loose puck. We're going to have a penalty. I think Tracy's going to get the gate. So was it Tayo? Yep, Tayo from Craner and Schneider. That's what they call.
Parker brought the puck in on the right side, though.
Yeah.
I didn't quite understand that, but
Pat Tracy picks up a penalty, a hit from behind, I believe. So Massena will be down a man here with 11 seconds left. 3-2 the score. Canton in the lead by 1 now, as Massena picking up a couple of goals after trailing at 3-0. Jeff Tayo out there to take the face-off against, guess who? Pat Martin. Off the face. Puck controlled by Massena. Down the ice it goes, and that's what they wanted to do right there. Carville stops it. He's got Fauché coming in, and he holds on for the save. With 3 seconds left, the face-off will be down in Canton territory. Tayo, Fauché, Sidden, and Adams. Oh, wait a minute. Craner comes out, and he'll take the face-off. And Fauché goes to the bench. Massena would dearly love to poke in one right here with 3 seconds left. Now I guess Tayo is going to take the face-off, try to get it to Craner. Okay, Tayo and Martin. Tayo wins the draw. Here's a shot! Oh, wide by Sidden. The clock never started.
The clock didn't start. I'm not sure if that would have counted or not. I doubt it.
Jeff's certainly not showing any effects of the injury in Plattsburgh.
No, not
Jeff
at all.
Johnson picks up the loose puck, dumps it to the Canton blue line, and Tayo blocks the pass by Chris Stevenson. It comes back to the Canton blue line. Stevenson headmans it to the Massena blue line. Schneider takes a whack at it. He can't control it. It comes to Tommy Ryan. Ryan's headman goes in the Massena zone, poked away, and back out to center ice. 58 seconds left in the penalty. Here's Stevenson dumping it in the Massena zone. Schneider takes a whack at it, goes to Tayo. Nope, it's deflected up into the bench by Stevenson, and the faceoff will move outside the zone. Jeff Tayo has had an excellent game from Massena. He'll take the faceoff. And who's going to draw for Canton? I think Martin will still. Apparently some splinters or something on the ice from a broken stick. Okay, we're ready to face off. Off the draw, puck comes to Johnson. He backhands it back out to center ice. It's dumped right back in the zone. DeRushy leaves it for Sidden. Sidden trying to find the hole, kept in at the point, and it comes free. Sidden picking it up and dumps it down into the Canton zone again. About 30 seconds left in the Canton penalty. Johnson trying to race for it. It comes to Hunt. Hunt's headman out to center ice, and it's intercepted and dumped right back into Canton territory. Back there to pick it up is T.J. Frank for the Golden Bears. Frank, headman to Leith Hunt. Hunt starting to move it for Canton in the Massena zone. Dropping it. Here's Martin. Drop past Ryan. His shot. That was wide. Comes back to the point. Kept in by Stevenson. Stevenson slides it through in the middle. Shot by Ryan is wide. And Johnson can't come up with a puck. Now he does. Dumps it out to center ice. And Tracy's out of the box. In fact, that'll be an icing call against Massena as it goes all the way down the ice. Massena killed off the penalty. Canton with a little flurry right at the end of the penalty. But pretty good job by Massena killing it off.
Well, they had to kill that one off. They couldn't afford to let Canton get another score as they're now behind by a score of 3-2 early in the third period.
Kevin Craner out there now. And I think we're going to see Fauché on the wing because Tayo, of course, killed off that penalty. And it's going to be Jim Tremblay's line. Off the face-off, Craner lugs it out. Here comes Craner. Breaking it ahead for Parker, a little bit by him. And Canton bangs it, and yep, it comes out to center ice. Backhanded by Fauché, right back in the zone again. In behind it's Scotty Leonard with it. Leonard around the boards. Back to the blue line. Does it come out? Craner keeps it in. Ahead it goes. It comes to Fauché. Fauché right in front of the net. Shot saved by Carville. In behind, Fauché jamming for it. Trying to come up with a loose puck. Fauché after it. Trying to go back to the point, but it's knocked out to center ice. Here comes Craner. He picks it up. Head to Parker. Parker steps by a check. Leaves it for Craner. Poke checked away. Back the other way. Fauché picks it up. Waits for Craner. Takes it across. Slides. Here comes Craner in. On the backhand. Trying to feed it to Fauché. Puck comes back to the point. Sidden does a good job to keep it in. Over to Adams. Adams shot knocked down. Puck comes into the corner. Martin takes a whack at it. Doesn't get it out. Kept in by Adams. Adams dumps to an open wing. Parker trying to chase it down in the corner. Carville gets a stick on it. Back to the point. Sidden pinching it in. Can't control it. And the Golden Bears move it to Pat Martin. Martin takes a whack at it down the ice. They wave the icing off. Apparently somebody touched it. DeRushy leaves it for Parker. Parker steps by one check. Whoa, he just barely got it out of there. Headman goes to Convertini across the blue line off sides. And Tony a little dipsy-doodling there, and he caused McCracken to go offside. Faced off just outside Canton territory.
I'm not sure if that puck actually went over. Convertini did, but I don't think the puck went over. A little anticipation there maybe by the referee.
So Convertini's line out now. We've got the Martin line out for Canton. 3-2, Canton leading. Off the face-off, McCracken with it, takes a whack at it, goes in behind the net for Wiley. Wiley from Massena, trying to get by the check, right from McCracken, shot save! Nice feed from Eric Wiley to Scotty McCracken. He got the shot off, but Tim Carville's there to make the save.
He got the good shot off, too. Right on his stick as he was positioning himself just to the right, about 10 feet out from the net. The pass came from Wiley right on the stick of McCracken. He got the good shot off, but Carville was there to cover and made the save, forcing the face-off in the Canton end. It's still 3-2, Canton leads.
Canton coming back out with a Tremblay line. Tremblay, Wallace, and Martin. Mark Martin. Now Massena counters with a Pat Tracy line. Tracy, Fauché, and Johnson. Still 3-2 Canton. 11:58 left. Third period. Back to the point it comes. Here's Snyder shot through traffic, goes wide, and it's controlled by the Canton defense in behind the net. That's T.J. Frank. Around the boards, Fauché with it, trying to center it. It comes back to the point. Here's another shot by Schneider in behind the net. Right in front. They jam at it, and it comes into the corner. Johnson has it taken away, dumped in behind the net. Fauché again. Here's Jeffrey with a puck now. Trying to go back to the point, knocked down. Fauché has it taken away. They jam for Tracy in there, looking to tie it up, and does. And we'll have a face-off. And I'll tell you what, Martin's line coming right back out there. A little bit of pushing and shoving now as Fauché gets mixed up with, let's see, that's T.J. Frank. So Fauché's going to go to the box. I think Frank will too. Matching penalties. Roughing against Fauché. And who is it against Frank? Probably roughing too. Yep. So we'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders here for a while. Matching minors. Little bit of a mix-up there in the corner after a tie-up. And now we got some changes here. Sidden comes out with Adams, Craner, and Parker. Face off to the left in the Canton zone. Martin against Craner. Off the face-off. Puck in the circle. And for some reason the buzzer sounded. And I'm not sure what happened. They're going to have to face it off again. I don't know why the buzzer sounded. Or the siren or whatever you call that. But the face-off will come again, same spot. Off the draw. Comes back to Sidden. Sidden feeding it over to Adams. Mike with a drive. The save. The rebound. Score. Craner!
Okay, Massena ties it up as they were skating for a side. The shot taken by Adams, and I think that set the tone because Adams kept the shot on the ice. The save was made by Carville. However, he gave up the rebound. As he did, Craner was right there to pick up that rebound and put it home. It's all tied, 3-3. That'll be Craner from Adams.
So Massena has tied it up here in the third period while both teams are down a man. And we're tied at 3. We got a brand new hockey game. Okay, coming out, Craner stays. And Parker take the face-off. Martin and Ryan off the draw. Puck to the blue line. Craner picks it up. Gets taken out of the play. It comes free. Parker trying to find it. Back to Sidden. Sidden steps by one check and dumps it. In the corner, Canton zone. Puck comes to Adams. Pinching in. Can't control. Out to center ice. And the puck slides to the red line. And it's poke checked by Tommy Ryan into the Massena zone. Sidden with it. Dumps it for Adams. Adams ahead to Craner. Here comes Craner. Along the sideline. Dropping it for Adams. Adams tries to headman it to Parker. Goes by him. In behind the Canton net. Puck back to the blue line. Kept in by Adams. Adams waits. Looks. Tries to center it. Goes to Parker. Parker can't find the handle. Goes back to Sidden at the point. His shot. Ooh. Went right into the face of Scotty Leonard. Puck comes free. Johnson gets knocked down. Parker gets a piece of it. Can't control it. And Canton dumps it out to center ice. Down the ice it goes. That'll be an icing call against Canton. Massena starting to exert a little bit here.
A little bit. I think Canton, the wear and tear, I think, is starting to tell on Canton. Looking a little tired here in the about 1/3 of the third period gone by. Canton ices the puck, so the face-off back in the Canton end. It's a brand new ball game, all tied, 3-3.
Tayo and Johnson out there. Still 27 seconds left in the matching minors off the face-off. Tayo goes back to the point. Kept in. Here's a drive by Thompson. Knocked down. Tayo with it in behind the net. Tayo gets tied up. Canton controlling it. They jam for it. And no, it's out. Johnson couldn't keep it in. Steps by a check. It's knocked down. Takes a whack at it. And Canton controls to the blue line, but not out. Kept in by Tayo. Now long pass comes out to center ice. Controlled by Schneider. Dumps it right back in Canton territory. Back there is Stevenson. The penalties are up. And we're even Steven here. Here comes Leonard out to center ice. Dumps into the Massena zone. Bouncing puck. Controlled by the Golden Bears. But Tayo, he can't handle it. It comes free. Johnson picks it up. And backhands it out to center ice. Sliding slowly into the Canton zone. Back there is Scotty Leonard. He's got Fauché coming in on him. Now stepping in front of it is Convertini. Gets by one check. Here's Convertini. Oh, he gets railed into the boards. Manages to kick it ahead. Where is it? Controlled by Canton. They try to move it out of there. Adams takes a whack at it. He can't control it. Now Convertini after it and ties it up, and we'll have a face-off in Canton territory. 9:20 left to go in the third period. We're tied at 3.
Canton now have a little problem coming out of their own end.
We're going to have a penalty, apparently.
Ooh, that little mix-up over on the boards. I didn't really see anything that warranted a penalty call, but Michael Adams going off on a cross-checking call.
So Canton goes on the power play, and Massena will have to try to kill one off here. Canton's got a power play goal here. Coming out, Tayo and Fauché. No, wait, Tayo and Johnson. And Sidden and Schneider. We don't even need to tell you who's out there up front for Canton. It's the Martin line. Tayo steals it and dumps it into Canton territory. Coming back for TJ Frank. Frank in behind the net. Trying to feed it along the boards for Ryan. Tayo steps in front and steals it. Dumps it back in the corner. Frank again with it. Starting to move it out. And a long cross-ice pass goes for Leaf Hunt. He has to come back for it. Johnson poke checks it away. He can't quite come up with it. Now he does. Here's Johnson's side of the net. Hunt takes a whack at it. Now Tayo coming up with a loose puck. Trying to get a shot off. He can't. Canton comes back the other way. Long headman pass down into the Massena zone. It comes right back out to center ice. Dumped to the blue line. Schneider racing for it. Takes a whack at it. Goes back to Canton territory. Goes by Frank in behind Canton zone. Here comes Frank. Headman goes to Ryan. Ryan's pass out to center ice. Sidden is there to dump it ahead. Tracy didn't see it. Now here's Ryan across the blue line. Ryan in the corner, centers it right in front. Durushi makes the save, the rebound. Another save by Durushi. He dives on it and holds on. Whoa!
2 big saves for Bruce Durushi. Those are the first 2 saves here in the third period, but Canton on the power play almost scored.
Boy, they sure did. And up until that point, Massena pretty well had controlled them. But they came into the zone and got an opportunity. Tremblay's line comes out now. Tracy will face it off. He's out there with Tayo. Off the face, puck comes to Schneider in behind the net. Schneider looking for the hole. He does get it out. I thought that perhaps Stevenson would stop it, but he didn't. Down the ice it comes. Steve Hill picks up the loose puck with 10 seconds left in the power play. Tayo takes a whack at it. He steals it, dumps it right back to the Canton blue line. Golden Bears trying to move it ahead, and they dump it in the zone. Durushi stops it for Schneider. Schneider loses it in the corner. Around the ice it goes. Back to the point. Stevenson the shot. Save the rebound. Knocked into the corner. Durushi with a big save there. Penalty is up. Massena back to full strength. They control it. Here's Tayo. Out to center ice. Canton controlling now. Dumping it back in the zone. Stopped by Durushi. Mike Adams picking up the puck. Adams gets tied up. Swipes it around the boards. Down the ice. I think that's going to die before icing can be called. And Massena will make a line change as Canton skates to pick it up. Halfway through the third period, still tied at 3. Now Canton dumps it to center ice. Adams with it, dumping it right back in the Canton zone. The Craner line out there for the Red Raiders. Puck comes free. Sidden pinches in to Craner. Craner's shot. Bouncing puck goes into the slot. Parker trying to come up with it. He can't. The puck comes free. Tayo takes a whack at it, and Canton's going to ice it. Except that it bounces off the boards right on. Durushi sticks it ahead for Adams. Adams, headman for Parker. That'll be an icing call. And the face-off will come back in Massena's zone. 6:40 left in the third period. We're tied at 3.
Massena able to kill off that power play. Canton 1 for 5 on the power plays tonight. Massena 0 for 4.
Okay, Tracy out there against Martin. Off the face-off, the quick shot knocked down. Here comes Fauché. Fauché with Tracy. Johnson trails. Fauché dumps it right on. Carville makes the save and covers up with Fauché following. And the face-off will move into Canton zone.
Well, if Massena wants the puck in the Canton zone, Fauché elected to, just outside the blue line, throw the puck at Carville. Carville had to cover up as Fauché followed his shot, forcing the face-off.
Off the face-off, back to the point it comes Thompson. Oops, he slides it, it goes out. Now back comes Tracy. What'd they call that?
Call that offside, but the puck never came in. That was another phantom call. The man was inside, but the puck never came over the blue line.
Ooh.
He missed that one.
Tracy will face off against Martin. Off the draw. Johnson takes a whack at it, can't control. Thompson feeds it ahead. Gets it right back again off a body to an open wing. Fauché leaves it for offsides. The call is somebody was offsides that time. And the faceoff will move outside the zone again. 3-3 tie. 6:13 left. Third period. And Canton will come out with the Tremblay line again. Massena will counter with the Convertini line. Off the draw, puck just inside, back out again. Sliding away, it comes to Convertini. He dumps it in Canton territory. Carville stops it behind the net, leaves it for Frank. He steers it around the boards. Massena taking a whack at it, but it's out to center ice. Here comes Mark Martin, a shot from the blue line, knocked down, and McCracken trying to come up with it. Headman of Convertini, he can't control it. Back to the Massena blue line, and it's dumped in the zone by Mark Martin again. Here's Schneider with it, starting out. Schneider moving it ahead to Convertini. Convertini racing for it in the corner now, jamming for it along with Steve Hill. Centers it right in front, but I think Carville got a piece of it, and Canton comes back the other way. Here comes Mike Wallace, gets by one, trying to slide it through, but it goes into the corner. And it's picked up there by Sidden. Sidden back out. Headman goes to Convertini, too far, and icing will be called. against Massena. And the Martin line comes right back out for Canton, and from Massena, the Craner line.
Okay, when we're down to 5:17 to go, and of course both teams putting their strength out there at the Martin line for Canton and the Craner line for Massena face-off. We'll be back in the Massena zone.
Face-off right side of Bruce DeRushy. Off the draw. Puck goes to Sidden in behind the net. Sidden around the boards for Tayo. Tayo skates back, has it poked away, but Adams is there to headman to Craner. Craner. Long headman pass to an open wing, meant for Parker. Parker gets a whack at it, puts it in the Canton zone, right back out again. Goes by Adams. Here comes Ryan striding through the defense. Sidden ties him up. Ryan can't get the shot off. Chris Sidden did a heck of a job Good job. There, as he didn't even make a penalty. Now Sidden fires it down the ice. Another icing call. And back it goes in the Massena zone.
That previous time, Ryan broke through, but he was quickly picked up by Sidden. Sidden didn't go after the puck at all. He just made sure Ryan didn't get anywhere near the goal. But I think Ryan a little bit tired out there, Jerry, here in the third period.
Pat Tracy's line coming out, and the Pat Martin line stays out there for Canton. Still waiting for them to drop the puck. Apparently not everybody positioned right around the circle in the Massena zone. Here's the face-off. Puck sitting there. Hunt with it. Can't get the shot out. They jam for it. Where is it? It's free in front, and it's sticked into the corner. After it there, Fauché, but back to the point it goes. Puck dumped down. Fauché picks it up. Here comes Fauché. Headman pass to Johnson. Jeffrey with a puck now, trying to get by the check. He's upended, but Tracy follows it in the corner. Trying to center it. Knockdown, gets it back again. Here's Pat with a puck. Along the boards, trying to go back to the point. Thompson, he can't find it, but Johnson ties it up, and we'll have a face-off with 4:17 left. Period number 3, tied at 3. Now the Craner line comes back out, and it's going to be the Tremblay line for Canton. Face-off in the Canton zone, left side. Tremblay with Martin and Wallace. Mark Martin.
Yeah, Massena leaves the Craner line out there.
Craner will face off against Tremblay. Off the draw. Puck goes back along the defense. To the blue line. Sidden can't keep it in. Out to center ice. Mike Adams with it. Adams. Headman. Tayo. Tayo feeds Craner. Here comes Craner. Trying to blow by the defense. Offsides. Another offsides call.
I don't know about that. That's a lot of O's and R's on that one also. I didn't see the offside. Parker was on the right side, and they called Parker for being offside, but I was very, very close.
That was all it took to get the Martin line right back out there. Craner will face off against Martin. Off the draw. Puck still sitting at the blue line. Craner says, where is it? Comes to Adams. Adams to Parker. Parker feeds Craner. Craner goes to Tayo. Tayo gets tied up. Parker shot, fired it wide. Oh, big chance there. Puck comes free to Craner. Centering pass back to the point. Sidden can't get the shot off, and the puck's out to center ice. Here comes Leaf Hunt breaking down the side. Adams, but the shot's on. DeRushy makes the save, and the net's off its moorings. And they blow the whistle.
By DeRushy. DeRushy made the save. He juggled it. Actually, went over his shoulder, Jerry. He didn't know where the puck was. Craner coming back to help out. Dislodged that net. That might have been the best dislodge of the season right there. That puck could have gone in, I think, Jerry. Real close, as Canton came very, very close to scoring. We're down to 3:37 in the game. It's all tied, 3-3.
Face-off will be in the Massena zone. And Martin will face it off against Craner. No, wait a minute. Tracy's line out there. Now they're still checking the net to make sure it's where it should be. Okay. Here's the face-off. It comes to Sidden. We'll give Craner an assist of DeRushy on that one, huh?
Right.
Fauché out. Ahead to Johnson. Here's Johnson. Poke checked away. Back the other way comes Canton at the blue line. Sidden steals it. Headman pass. Johnson breaks across the big drive. He fired it way, way wide. Comes to Fauché. Fauché in the corner for Johnson. Johnson picking it up. Circling behind the net. Johnson trying to slide it back to the point. Nobody there. Tracy has to come out. Dump to an open wing. Delay offsides. They wave that off. The whistle sounds. What do they call another offsides? They just waved it off.
Another offside. They waved it off. I thought both Massena men had gone back into the neutral zone before they went back in the offensive zone. But Denny Allen on the line said, no, Massena, you're offside. So we're down to 3:04. Third period all tied at 3.
Face-off will come just outside Canton territory. And let's see, we got the Craner line back out there for Massena. And of course, the Pat Martin line back out for Canton.
Well, they got to get 1 star for logging the most ice time, Jerry.
Definitely, off the face-off. Puck at the blue line, jamming for it. Ryan can't get it out. Parker keeps it in, slides to an open wing. Craner after it. Here's Kevin Craner. Steps by the defense. Craner, shot, score!
Okay, Kevin Craner picking that puck up. You can just see he said to himself, hey, I got to do this by myself. Picking up the left side, he sort of went in almost to the goal line, went back out, and took the quick wrist shot, beating Tim Carville. Massena goes ahead 4-3 on a goal by Kevin Craner.
And we've said before, Kevin Craner can dominate when he wants to, and that time he did.
He showed it on that little effort right there.
Apparently, Canton picked up a penalty on the play as Pat Martin is sitting in the penalty box, and I don't know what that was for. But the Raiders have taken the lead 4-3 with 2:50 left to play in the third period. It still hasn't gone up on the clock, so
unless
it was a misconduct, maybe.
Misconduct, possibly, because it has not gone up on the clock. So.
And they've got 6 players out.
All right, it's got to be a misconduct.
Yeah. Of course, that's going to hurt him, not having him out there. Off the faceoff, Thompson. Headman it, goes to Johnson. He steers it in the Canton zone. In behind the net, it comes to Hill. Hill taken out of the play. Puck bouncing free. Jamming for Johnson. Into the boards. Johnson's going to get a penalty, a high stick, I imagine. And there's no doubt about that one being a penalty as he came in with a stick high. Very high. And Jeffrey, when you watch this one on the videotape, you're going to see it. Because he came in with his stick way up. And had he connected, he could have gotten a butt ending on that one. So Canton with a power play here and a chance. 2:35 left in the third period. 4-3. Massena leading Canton. Canton scored the first 3. Massena has come back and scored 4 in a row. Craner out there with Tayo, Sidden, and Schneider. And for Canton, Ryan's going to move to center. And we've got Chris Stevenson up playing a winger position because Pat Martin is in the penalty box. Must have been a misconduct for Martin. That's all I can figure. Here comes Canton now. Stevenson trying to come out of the zone. Headman pass goes to Hunt. Hunt dumps to the Massena zone. Poke check by Sidden. Kept in there, but it comes to Craner. Here comes Craner breaking down the ice. Craner blasts by the defense. Centering pass knocked down. Ryan picks it up. Here comes Tommy Ryan back for Canton. Ryan steps by one. Almost got by Sidden. Sidden stopped it. Now the puck in the corner. Here's Ryan trying to get it back to the point. They move it around the horn, but the puck is deflected back out to center ice. 45 seconds left in the penalty. TJ Frank. Headman pass knocked down by Tayo. He dumps it back to Canton territory. 1:43 and counting left in the third period. Here come the Golden Bears. Tracy threw a check, almost stole the puck, but it's back out to center ice. Here comes Stevenson. Stevenson shot. DeRushy makes the save. Bouncing puck knocked down. Tracy. They're going to call a hand pass on that. And I don't know. As Schneider, caught it and dropped it. And I think that's legal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm not sure.
Well, maybe because Tracy played it before he did. Perhaps that's the reason.
I think
okay. That's a hand pass.
If you just drop it, then they call it a hand pass.
Massena wants a timeout.
Good time for a Massena timeout as the face-off is in the Massena zone. Of course, Canton's on the power play. I think Stan Moore wants to give.
Is going to take the draw. Hunt out there with Ryan and Chris Stevenson up front. Frank and Leonard in the back. Puck in the circle. They jam for it. Craner dumps it down the ice. 15 seconds left in the penalty. Here's TJ Frank with it. Starting out. Headman pass to center ice. Craner gets a stick on it, and Frank has to come back. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Puck goes in the Massena zone. No, it doesn't. Back out to center ice. Penalty is up. Johnson steps out of the penalty box, picks it up. It's taken away from him by Hunt. Hunt dumps it to an open wing. Craner can't control it. Coming across the blue line is Stevenson. Stevenson loses it. Ahead it goes and out to center ice. After it there is Johnson. Johnson has it taken away, falls down and blocks it. 43 seconds left. Here comes Ryan across the blue line. His shot is wide. Rebound comes in the corner. Hunt after it. Sidden takes him into the corner. Puck slides free. It's picked up by Johnson. Johnson takes a shot at the open net. Icing. No, they waved the icing off. Why? I don't understand that.
I'll tell you, there's been some phantom calls here tonight.
Puck comes out to center ice. It comes to Sidden. And the faceoff will come in Canton's zone. Apparently Canton controlled it with a hand pass. 17 seconds left in the third period. I think they're going to have to put the goalie back in, I would think.
I would think so now. That definitely was an icing on Massena, as Johnson wasn't even near the red line when he took that shot.
Wait a minute. No, they're going to put it down in the Massena end now.
Well,
it's not one of the better reffing jobs I've ever seen.
No.
They called Massena, I think, for controlling with a high stick. Has Canton called a timeout?
I'm not sure if Canton called a timeout or not. They're all the way over to the bench. I don't think they've called a timeout. The referee's telling Canton, hey, boys, we're going to drop the puck down in Massena zone. To get down there, Canton, let's see. No, they're not going to put that.
Now, Martin's out of the box. I have no. Why was he in there?
I'm not sure.
I don't.
I marked it down. There was 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the.
I haven't the faintest idea as to why he was in the box in the first place. And now he's out. Face off in the Massena zone. Craner wins it. Takes the shot at the open net. Missed it. That was an icing call. That was not a smart play by Kevin Craner.
No, not smart at all. I'm sure Stan Moore will have a word. He's hollering at Kevin Craner right now. That's not the smart thing to do. You have control of the puck. You're ahead by one goal, and you with 11 seconds left, you don't want the face-off in your own zone.
That was not a smart play.
No, you've got to use your head in this game.
Okay, Craner will face it off again against Martin. I'll be interested to see what Martin was in there for. I really have no idea. Off the face-off. Puck control, Martin, a shot, knocked down in front, out to center ice. 5 seconds. Dump back in, delay offsides. That'll take care of the hockey game right there. Massena wins it on a score of 4-3. Boy, I'll tell you, that was a strange game, Reg.
It certainly was. It was a win for Massena. I'm not sure it was a pretty win or anything, but